Alright, so there's apparently going to be an update coming out tomorrow, and I want to show you guys how I've been preparing for this update. So one of the biggest things they're actually doing is nerfing a lot of the minigames, so it's going to be a lot harder to get these infinity elixirs. And if you also want to know, I am doing a lot more per click now, so I am going to be showing off my new team in a bit. But first I want to kind of go over the leaks, because there actually is really important leaks that I need to show you in terms of like what's getting nerfed and what you really need to focus on grinding for. Here's the first leak, and it shows off is actually going to be a claim all button for playtime rewards finally, instead of having to like click all of them, which is going to be a really nice feature that they're going to add, because I've been really annoyed with having to like go through these playtime awards here and just clicking every single one, or using like an auto clicker to do multiple at the same time, which if you didn't know, you can actually do. You just click like 3 in a row really quickly, it will actually open up like multiple of them. And now this tweet by Rumble Studios shows that this update's actually going to be a pretty small update, but they are adding a new event egg, so it's going to be a limited egg that's coming out. And apparently there's going to be a new rift and playtime reward pet, and I'm not really sure what the bounty board is going to be like for getting secrets, because I mean, if there is a bounty board for hatching secrets, that's going to be some crazy reward they must be giving if you want to try grinding for that. Now also, if you want to know, the release date is not really confirmed. They did say it was going to be on a Friday or Saturday this week, but most likely it's going to come out on Friday. And here they're saying they were gonna expand the minigame paradise board, so there are gonna be like new tiles and new things you can get. Now I don't think they're gonna add like a pet reward or anything, because then you could just use like a golden dice and land on it instantly. I don't know, maybe they'll change up how these eggs over here spawn, or I don't know, maybe they'll add a new dice to the board. And this one's probably the most important one, as it says the 250 million egg will most likely replace the board egg. And they actually said they messed up the chances of the current board game pets. So they actually did mention that in a later tweet they're not actually replacing the board egg this week. It's actually going to be next week, which is pretty good to know. So this egg is going to be around for another week, and then after that it's going to be gone. But honestly, that explains a lot of why these game masters are so easy to get, and why the jackpot is like, what, 1,000 times rarer. So yeah, there was probably a lot of bugs, and they just didn't want to fix these chances because it was already too late or something. So yeah, if you want to try grinding the game egg, you should definitely do it now, because it is going to be gone in about a week or so. Now in terms of getting the infinity elixir from minigames, they've changed the robot claw chances, super ticket chances, and the instant elixir chances, which is the 12 minutes of infinity elixir that you can get from the board game. And yeah, they are nerfing this update hard, because it is going from 10% to 2.5%. And also they have these other changes, but in my opinion, this is probably the biggest one that they're changing. Now for the trading plaza changes, they're making it so you can only put pets in the trading terminal which you actually own, because before people could just put in like 10 dementors and they don't even have a secret pet. So it kind of just ruined the whole point of using the trading plaza. And also making it so when you teleport to another player in another server, it'll actually highlight them so you can actually know who you're trading. They're also making it so there's a refresh button for the terminal, so it doesn't just refresh a billion times per second. And probably the best part about this, they're making it so secret exist counts finally come back to the game. It was actually originally out on release, it just didn't work, so I'm glad they're finally bringing it back. And for the most part, that's actually all the leaks for now. So now I actually want to talk to you of how to actually prepare for the update. Now probably the most important thing is I wouldn't recommend using any infinity elixirs, because I haven't actually been using any of these potions like for the past few days, and you're probably wondering how I have like 2 hours running right now, but that's actually just all purely from the board game. Recently I found a strategy to basically just grind this board game almost infinitely without ever having to grind for dice. And now that seems kind of crazy, but let me tell you, it's actually a lot simpler than you might think. Now what you first want to do is actually go to the claw machine and get a decent amount of dice, so I would recommend grinding for at least like an hour. And what I basically did was grind up like a few hundred of these golden dice, because it might seem stupid grinding golden dice, but I found out recently it's way better to have golden dice than AFK with this if you can get a ton of them. Because if you AFK with golden dice, it will constantly move one space forward, meaning you can land on all these infinity potions, you can land on these question mark spots which have a chance to give 2 times elixirs, and you can get like hours and hours of infinity elixirs just running. But not only that, you can use the golden dice to actually land on all the spots, meaning you can get all these red keys that spawn here. And now it takes a long time to get golden dice, but you can get them a ton just by like using your normal dice first to AFK the board. Once you run out of normal dice, you go to your golden dice, and once you run out of that, then you bring out all your dice keys and you try to find a dice chest because you can get a ton more dice back. And the funny thing is, I have actually been grinding dice for the past like day or so, and I haven't run out of dice yet at all. I still have almost 2,000 normal dice, and I still have 200 dice keys left. And that's purely just because when AFKing the board, you can get all your dice keys back, and you can get tons of these golden dice. So honestly, I would recommend to just use up all your dice keys for this update, because right now it is the most overpowered method of just getting boosts, and they are nerfing it, so it really isn't worth saving them. But yeah, now that I've talked about the method I've been using to grind, I want to go over my pet team because I've been upgrading it a ton. And as you can see, this is my new team, and over time I've gotten more and more of these shiny mythic game masters to the point where now I have 7 of them. And you've probably noticed I don't have my overlord anymore, and that is because I finally traded it away. So if I go to my trades here and go to history, this is the trade I made, and I ended up trading my overlord for a shiny mythic game master, shiny holy egg, a mythic chocolate bunny, and a bunch of these other pets here. And honestly, I think it was a pretty good trade because I was not willing to trade away my overlord for cheap. I wanted to keep it for a long time because it is my first ever secret pet in this game. But I'd say it was worth trading because I finally got a lot more of these good pets in my inventory, and I still have this Avernus which I got, so honestly it was worth trading away because I still have 1 secret pet left. Oh, look at that in the chat. Bro, I was just talking and then this guy hatches a shiny mythic game master, and then my alt account hatched a shiny bionic shard. That luck is insane. Just back to back really lucky hatches there. And yeah, I've been actually hatching this egg a ton if you didn't see the cyber egg. And I guess I might as well show you guys how much I've actually hatched because I have been trying to get that secret because I really want to get that title. This title, which requires 3 different secret pets hatched on the same account. So yeah, it is going to take a while to get that, but that is a goal I eventually want to try getting because it would be a really cool title to have on my alt account. And look at this shiny bionic shard, and I actually have been using the glitch here on my alt account as you can see, and I still have a pretty good amount of dice left. Oh, look at that, no life. Oh my gosh, I hit 5 million eggs on my alt account. I didn't even notice that. Oh my. Okay, let me claim all these rewards quick. If you notice, I said earlier in the video you can actually open multiple of these rewards at once, and I just get an auto clicker and just swipe across them. And yeah, that's like just a small trick that I've been using. But yeah, 5 million eggs, I can actually equip the no life title, so I mean, might as well see what it looks like. Oh, it's a pretty sick title, but the problem is eventually a lot of people are going to have this title, so it's not going to be rare for long. But yeah, it's a pretty cool title to have for my collection. Now look at that, I have every single normal progress title in the game. Now I also did get the gamer title on both my alt and main account, and if you're wondering, this is what it looks like, and it is a pretty cool title. It has like these emojis on it, the dice emojis, so it looks pretty cool in chat compared to other titles. And honestly, it's not too hard to get as long as you just AFK the board a ton, because I did get it on 2 of my accounts, so it's not like insanely rare or anything. And if you're wondering, this is all the trades I ended up doing for my shiny mythic game masters, and obviously I did overpay on some of these trades, but I did really want to get these pets because they are extremely overpowered for my team, and overall I think it was worth it. And now here is another trade I did where I traded my jackpot away for the shiny mythic game master and these other pets here. I also traded a shiny cardinal bunny. This obviously was an L that I took. Same for a lot of these trades, but I just really wanted to upgrade my team to stay on the leaderboard, so I was fine with taking a bit of an L. And compared to my total value of my account, it's not really that much that I lost, because if you guys didn't know, this pet here is already super rare, so it's worth like a ton of value. It's worth like multiple shiny secrets, which is absolutely insane of how much this pet is worth. So yeah, if you guys want to get really good for the next update, save all your potions. Just try not to use them if you can. I mean, it should be fine using your speed evolves and lucky evolves, but try to save all your infinity elixirs as these will be a lot harder to get in the next update.